Welcome back to the nationally syndicated Price of Business show. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Always love having on my frequent co-host, the one and only chriskidd. We call him the money man around here. He does great content. He has great experience and background in all things money, and his segments have that focus one way or another, either directly or indirectly. He's worked with people in the entertainment field, in the sports field, and with just average Americans who are trying to navigate money situations. He's a money coach extraordinaire. His website, chriskidd, that's spelled K-I-D-D, chriskidd.com. Chris, always glad to have you on. You may want to elaborate a little more real quickly about what you do. And I think it's going to be a really interesting guest. In fact, he covers multiple hats. He's a guy of many hats, it appears. Go right ahead, Chris.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, I work with people on a lot of different money issues, from money management to investing, and even into starting a business, building a business, or buying an existing business that they want to take over. So I wear a lot of hats as well, but all things, like you said, all things money. My guest today is a buddy of mine named Chase McEwen. He's maybe better known as Just Chase, JusChase. I know you can find him on Instagram at JusChaseMusic's and JusChaseEntertainment. But anyhow, thanks for joining us today, Chase.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me. It's great to be on here.
Chase, real quickly, kind of give us an overview. I was checking out your Instagram and visiting with Chris about you. It does seem like you wear multiple hats, which is kind of interesting, but they all complement each other. Kind of give us a little bit about what you're about, if you will.
Most definitely. So a little bit about me. I used to work in the music industry and write for celebrities. 2017, 2018, Studio City, North Hollywood. Decided not to go that route with signing to major record label deals and whatnot, so I ended up slipping back into obscurity, trying to see how I can maintain within my passion, still do what I love, but obviously scale it and, turn it into profit. And that's when I came back and I sat down and I brainstormed and I started up a business to where I create custom theme songs combined with commercial advertisements for businesses and personal brands, providing them with exclusive content to utilize in YouTube ads, websites, walkouts on stage, radio, you name it. So basically through music, I make it easier for listeners to understand what a brand offers, what separates them from others in their market, and to why they're the go-to and authority in their industry. And then through that, just through trial and error and learning the Instagram and getting on Sales Navigator, I've built a lot of genuine relationships over time since 2018 up until now. So other than creating content for clients to utilize in commercials and stuff, I connect a lot of different things behind the scenes. So I'm a broker in a sense as well.
Very interesting. You sound like me, a little on the ADD side. Got a lot of things you like to do. But
man, for sure.
In both of our cases, they complement each other. I think you could probably say that about Chris as well. Chris, your next question.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I like to make sure that whatever I'm doing all can tie in together, because it's a way of keeping an ADD person focused in the right direction and not completely losing focus by chasing too many rabbits. But I would definitely encourage people to go check out Chase's pages. And there was one thing that we were talking about the other day that came up, because I saw one video that he had done. And it turns out we know a lot of the same people. David Meltzer, who we've had on a couple of times, who used to work for not Jerry Maguire, Lee Steinberg, who was the guy that they created Jerry Maguire after, and then partnered with Warren Moon with his Sports One marketing company. And that's the video that I saw the other day. I was like, oh, wow, you know Dave too.
Yeah, so, for sure. A small world.
Tell us a little bit Tell us how you got into music and everything. Kind of give us a little bit of your background and your story growing up.
For sure. So I used to play college basketball. So my whole life, basketball is my passion. I played high school, prep school, went to boarding school. So I feel like that kind of set the tone for me moving around as I grew up and whatnot, and just being away from home. But anywho, I played basketball in high school, prep school, went to a school called Tusculum College in Greenville, Tennessee, played there, then ended up transferring to a school called Aquinas College in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then shortly after transferring, had some things transpire, and basketball had come to an end, and, ended up getting a little bit of trouble and just getting off the beaten path. And music was, therapy for me. It was my way to, deal with what I was what was going on in my life at that moment. And then it just gradually started to become a passion. And then, now to this day, that's what I do, so that's kind of how that came about.
Yeah, we all have a story, don't we? We all have our journeys and detours.
Sure.
I think I know I have my own. Chase, real quickly, give your reference as far as people finding you. Where is the best? And just give one, because the more domain names or websites you give, the less likely they'll ever find you. So just give us one, and Chris, you can do your next question. Go ahead, Chase.
Most definitely. So Instagram, JusChaseMusic. I operate a lot off of there, mainly there, and then LinkedIn. But my main thing is just Instagram, JusChaseMusic. S, no T, so JUS.
Got it. Go right ahead, Chris.
Chase, what are some, and I know everybody likes to highlight some stuff, but a lot of, especially younger entrepreneurs, need to know that it's not just a cakewalk. What are some of the challenges that you've had to face and get through along the way?
Oh, man, yeah, definitely. It's not a cakewalk at all. It takes a lot of resilience, persistency, consistency, efficiency, as you all know. I mean, just one of the main things is people not really seeing the vision, but me deep down internally in my mind, body, and soul, knowing my purpose and what I'm here to do, and just not, listening to any of the outside noise, whether it be family, whether it be friends, So, I mean, just really having that stick-to-itiveness is the word that my dad says, and just, just keep grinding and just block everything out and just, not dealing with the outside noise. That's one of the things. I mean, there's plenty of different things. That's just my main one that I've really had to work on, because, at times when things end up getting low and then you don't know how you're going to make this happen or that happen, you might have family members or friends maybe, oh, you just need to go get a job or you need to do this. I remember specifically when I was, grinding specifically for music, not for music and business. I ended up, making it out to L.A. and having celebrities fly me out in a once in a lifetime opportunity to actually work with celebrities and sign the major record label deals. But before that, I was sleeping in my car. I was homeless. I was parking at gas stations at night and sleeping in my 1989 Volvo at the time and going from couch to couch. But, knowing deep down what I was here for and what I was meant to do, I just had to keep going. But before that, family and friends were telling me, just get a job, stop music, this, that, and the third, until I ended up making it out to, L.A., and then they see me out there with celebrities and doing this and doing that, and then now everybody wants to support. And then when I leave that and then slip back into obscurity and start not from scratch but from experience and then trying to build everything back up but on my own independently, then it happens again. So it's like a fluctuating thing. So it just really takes, a strong mental to be able to get past all that stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the myth of the overnight success, right? I think I was just seeing a short biography about Liam Neeson, the actor from Taken, and frankly, I never heard of him before Taken. And they were talking about all of these other really smaller roles, that he had been in for years before he got into Taken, before he became a household name, and the incredible struggles along the way, and Feast and Famine, and the Feast were really small early on, and I remember seeing Taken and go, wow, he's an overnight success, and it's a myth. They don't exist. There's years behind every overnight success that we simply didn't know about. So that's a great example. So talk about what you're working on with, or plan on working on in 2024. What are you aspiring to?
Just honestly doing the same thing, just building up my client list and just chipping away, man. I mean, there's really nothing new other than what I'm doing right now, but I'm just trying to, I guess, close more close more corporate clients, and so I can just do less projects over the year. But other than that, I'm just grinding every day, on Instagram, LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, daily routine, which I was actually doing prior to this call, just waking up in the morning, reaching out, following up, setting up Zoom calls, when it gets to different time zones at night and I'm still up here at 2 a.m., I'm targeting different time zones, and I'm just trying to, expand my network. I have a very extensive network, so one of my main goals is to continuously expand my network, and then, down the line, I always find out that a lot of different things transpire from that. So even I might go into something planning on closing a deal or doing this, that, and the third, but, that connection or that opportunity might present another opportunity that was way more than I could mentally, emotionally, psychologically fathom at that moment, and it just turns into, the rabbit hole. Then it keeps going, and then there's just so many amazing things that transpire. So my main goal, with all that being said, is just to, continuously connect and build genuine relationships with people, and just keep chipping away. I'm closing new clients and just adding as much value as I can to everybody whom I come in contact with.
Yeah, very good. Chris?
Yeah, Chase, what are some of your favorite projects that you've worked on, and what are some of the things that you like most about what you're able to do with your business?
For sure. So, all of them. I like all of them, but I would say, that's tough, man. I've done over like 70 plus projects. I have to sit down look at the list and then just go over them and see which one I like the most. But I feel like with each project I do, it gets better and better. I like all of them. So, I guess the answer is that. As far as one thing I like about my business, as you see, Chris, I have a travel page, which is on Instagram is JusChaseTravel. So I travel a lot. I go to a lot of different countries, and what I do is remote. So as long as I have my laptop or my phone, I'm able to, close deals wherever I'm at, and to have Zoom calls wherever I'm at. And as long as I have a studio that I have access to, which I can wherever I go, all I have to do is go on Google, look up recording studios, and then book a time, and then do what I need to do. And then after that, I have videographers, editors, producers, audio engineers who mix everything down. So after that, it's just digital files that need to be sent for me to deliver my product to my client. So I don't have to be there at all. So that's the amazing thing about what I do. It doesn't limit me to any one particular spot. So that's one thing.
Yeah, modern times. Our world is very modern. Talk a little bit. You mentioned you're all over the world. You travel a lot. But where is your primary base of operations? So
I'm in North Carolina. I don't want to give exactly where I'm at in North Carolina, but I'll say I'm in North Carolina. But then I do move around a lot. So my house is here, but I'm always moving around. So
moving around. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was just curious. Talk a little bit, Chris. I'd like you to begin to wrap it up. Your thoughts about the conversation, and of course, give Chase an opportunity to give his final thoughts as well. Go right ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I love the whole freedom aspect as well. That's the number one thing for me as far as running your own business, and especially if it's a way that you're able to travel, like we've talked about and stuff. Also, right before we get off, tell us a little bit about that ebook and how people can get a hold of that too.
Oh, definitely. So it's just a step-to-step guide on how to expand social media networks, engagement, get in contact with the people that people want to get in contact with, and ultimately gain more momentum and awareness for a brand online non-traditionally. In that small digital ebook manual, I guess I just cover a lot of my process on how I got started and some of the tactics that I used early on to get in contact with all the people that I've got in contact with. So one thing about me, I'm very non-traditional. Everything that I do, it goes through me, so you can't get it on Amazon. You can't get it online anywhere. It's almost like an NFT in a sense, the way I positioned it. So if anybody wants it, they have to get it directly through me. So they can get in contact with me through JusChaseMusic@gmail.com or Instagram JusChaseMusic. And then when it comes to the book, they just send me their email, then I send them the digital copy PDF file that they'll have access to, be able to download on their phone. And then after that, they just get it from me directly. So, that's one way.
Very, very good. Your final thoughts, real quick, Chris?
Yeah, I think we're good. That kind of wrapped it all up. I definitely would encourage people to check it out because I was impressed with his work. I may have him do something for me. I've had several people that I've already referred to him because, just go to his page, check it out. There's some great stuff. Just Chase, JusChaseMusic's music on Instagram, and obviously anybody that wants to follow me, I'm at financialcoachkid and chriskidd.com.
Yeah, and of course, we'll have links as always over at priceofbusiness.com. Thanks so much to both of you gentlemen. I am Kevin Price. This is the nationally syndicated Price of Business show. Stay tuned for more after this.